Separation is the heart of the illusions of dominating, colonizing, extracting civilization. Or as Gandhi said, it would be a good idea. It's not a civilization, because to have a civilization you need to be civilized. Brutality is not being civilized. A separation was created when colonizers left Europe to invade into other people's place. They separated themselves from their home and responsibility to create justice at home, but they also forced people through violence to separate them from their land, their homes, and exterminated 90% of the First Nations of America. It was built into the science that developed to justify the colonizing of the earth. This was the science of Newton, this was the science of Bacon, who's called the father of modern science, and he has said so clearly in his book, The Masculine Birth of Time, the idea that we are part of nature and can know her through participation is an effeminate idea. I'm going to create a masculine knowledge that will dominate nature and subjugate her and conquer her to create a class of superheroes. Well, it's the class of superheroes who've made a mess of the world. That separation was a construct. It was fine for putting cannonballs and shooting. It's a very good way of describing how a cannonball moves, but it's a bad way of describing how nature works. My PhD in quantum theory was my deep understanding of non-separability as the very nature of nature, even in physics. Of course, all life is indivisible. But even in physics, through quantum theory, we know. And mechanical physics is 100 years outdated. And we're still using it as the dominant way of framing the world. Quantum theory tells us that everything is connected, nothing is separable. Two particles that have been one, even if you separate them, they're never separated. There's action at a distance. It's not just action by collision and force. So non-separation is the nature of reality. Non-separability as science is the authentic science of understanding reality from the quantum world to the living ecological world. It's the illusions of those who would be masters of the universe, who construct a science with a capital S as their knowledge of domination, but it's not knowledge of how nature works. Knowledge of domination is not knowledge of how the dominated works. Knowing how to be violent and create instruments of violence is not any sensibility of how the one you're shooting dead thinks, lives, is happy or sad.